tucked in long. That's Brokey.
He doesn't even have to fight this. I mean, they have the retake from long. If Brocky shut down a rotate that was coming that way, that's great. If he doesn't, he knows they're going cat or CT spawn.
And Olaf feels so pinned into this position. He's just crouching. He's just cowering. And now he's been cleared. Brokey's activated from long. Delayed peek, but it works. Swapping to the off. Forest, and Nico gets it done. FaZe to 15.
What a shot when they needed it the most. That was ridiculous. Great round, great patience from Brokey. What a standout player so far. That's really sick. I mean, that's for match point. They have locked this down. That was not, that was like, you know, who knew who was going to win that retake? That's another kind of really up in the air round. I'm actually shocked that FaZe put it together so cleanly at the end. Even when they picked off Olaf, you thought, okay, they're going to make too much presence, and there's a nade to land at the feet of Nico. He doesn't even get an op shot off. And of course, we can't write off Nip just yet.
No, sir, they still have a good enough buy. They could make this happen. They know they're off the back foot. But Rez tucks himself behind the doors.
They're trying to bait him into pushing. But he's a smart fish today.
So he'll wait. Bomb still lingers on towards spawn. Coldzera holds in anticipation. Twist will do the exact same thing towards mid. What they are currently doing is corralling FaZe up cat. They're giving them that and hoping they take it back.
No one dares to push B. 2-on-2. Black Rose the one on A this time. Could this be it?
A lot of pressure on Lekro. He's going to be holding that ramp. He is going to need crisp, pristine M4 headshots. Tries to spam a bit, and this is going to give his position away. They know he's at Ollie up and over, cannot put it out, and now he's going to be caught on the reload. They could close this distance, but Twist somehow inside of the smoke gets one, and Lekro adds another to the tally. A 5 versus 2. Ninja's not done yet. Cold, wide swings. He's got all the utility in the world, but what he lacks is teammates, although it's Nico that he has still by his side. And now Twist revealing himself, still 8 seconds, bombs on site. Bombs now planted, and it's 2v2, 2v1. FaZe ready to win this. Plopsky's coming up from catwalk. He sees the first, but now he sees nothing, and it's just defeat. FaZe 16-12. The only team to win 2 blasts all year long. They show up with Brokey. Years of experience across this roster, and another blast trophy to raise. This win is theirs. Copenhagen, on your feet.
Our winners, FaZe, when you're ready, fellas, when you're all there with your medals on, we're going to ask you to make your way towards them. They have fought valiantly all weekend long, and they are our BLAST Copenhagen champions. Gentlemen, when you are ready, please make your way towards the trophy. Copenhagen, give it up, your BLAST Pro Series Copenhagen champions. It's FaZe CS! Okay. Please line along here, fellas. Let's have a quick chat to you as well. Copenhagen, give it up for FaZe CS! Oh my, oh my, oh my. Congratulations, gentlemen. You're beaming. Of course you are. You are the champions of Copenhagen. Yanko, what an incredible, incredible weekend it's been. From a coach's perspective, how proud are you of the team? What went so right this weekend?
Oh, I'm incredibly proud of the guys. You know, we faced some adversity recently against some of the other teams online. We struggled, and it's been kind of hard. But I think I'm proud of the guys because no matter what, they've stuck through it. They've grinded out some games. In the games that we started off good, they were dominant until the end. They didn't give up, and it's just a sign of things going the right way. Still a lot of work ahead of us. Today we can, you know, enjoy this win and celebrate, but from tomorrow it's going to be straight back to work and find a way to keep it up.
Talk to us about the very first map in that final, Nuke. You're 15-8 down. Everything's against you. What do you do as a team to turn it around and take it to overtime like you did?
I think it was very similar actually to our Navi game. We started off 5-0 down on the CT side, and in that game we managed to compose ourselves, stayed calm throughout the game, made some good calls, played together, and we just said in a timeout, guys, we've already been through this, okay? Let's not give up, let's just grind. Cold made a great call on 15-13 for a very important round, which got us in the end into overtime, and after that we just managed to edge NIP out barely. We had the momentum on our side, and yeah, the guys just did an amazing job.
You must have felt incredible as well going into that second map as well. You actually played NIP and won 16-3 earlier in the day on the same map. That must give you so much confidence as a team going into that after what happens in Nuke as well.
Absolutely. We didn't expect to repeat the scoreline, but we felt that after such a big win, there's no reason we don't go for the map again. And what can I say? The guys just did great. We started off 5-1. They started coming back, but we didn't rush anything. We kept fighting for every round, saved a lot. And those 3 rounds we won at the end of the half really meant a lot when you look at how the second half was going.
Before I let you go, how incredible has it been competing in front of this amazing audience at the Royal Arena here in Copenhagen, Denmark?
I mean, it is absolutely amazing. First year I was here as an analyst, and it was already lights out back then. I know it's unfortunate for the fans that the last 2 years, you know, Astralis couldn't really make it to the final. They're the home favorite, but you can tell even last year, this year, crowd stays. They enjoy good Counter-Strike, good moments, and I'm happy that they did here, and I hope that we gave them a good show at least.
Absolutely. They have played absolutely incredibly all weekend long. Please give it up for your BLAST Pro Series Copenhagen champions. It's FaZe CS!
FaZe Clan, it has been a turbulent year. Bringing Coldzera into the roster, seen as one of the world's greatest, a high price on his name and dividends paid in Copenhagen. Lifting the trophy with names as Astralis, Liquid, NIP, Na'Vi and Cloud9 all in attendance. They are the best of the bunch, and a momentum picked up for a team that many consider to be driven by that very momentum. An incredible result considering as well our analysts who are joining me, both Sponge and Pim, have talked a lot, a great deal over many desks, many countries. How many times have you set the scene for FaZe Clan only to be left disappointed and saying they could have, but they didn't?
Yeah, it's been some time since we've seen a FaZe looking confident, right? Especially if you look back at the, 2019. It feels like this year as a whole, not only for FaZe Clan, but has been a year of rebirth, new identities, a new direction for all these squads. And now that you're seeing names like Coldzera come over to a European dominant roster, you're seeing a kid from Latvia like Brokey playing with some of the greatest Counter-Strike players to ever touch the game. You've got the Olaf Meisters, you've got the Nikos in there. To see this FaZe Clan roster have a 16-2 game to then carry them on with confidence throughout the rest of this tournament, it's good to see. It's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a soft spot for Yanko up here on the desk.
Let me let you in, sir. Hang on a second.
Occasionally a little bit biased. How you doing, mate? Congratulations.
And Coldzera joining us
We'll
at
give you the
the
headset.
desk. Get him online. Our grand final MVP presented by Omen. Can you believe it, bro? Hang on a second. We've got something for you. Great performance from throughout the tournament. But that last, I mean, he's just said there was a call you made, 15-13. Could you tell us what that was? I'm just going to make sure we can hear you.
Oh, sure. So new game was kind of hard.
Yeah.
They play really good. We are kind of a little bit lost in the rotations. And Yanko made a good call for us on City. For Nico or Olaf played towards Secret because they were exploiting a lot.
Yeah.
So we tried to deny them there. And it works a lot for us. Like we have a small comeback on City. But on this side was kind of hard. We didn't like work like on the beginning like as a team. Like we were like trying to more like individual picks and play a little bit fast. But it doesn't work. But after that, like we made great calls. Nico made a great calls to explore outside. In 15-13, I paused the game and I made a call and it works perfect and make us come back to the overtime.
I love that, man.
That's good.
And the fact that you're calling, could you give us some insight into what's happening there? So it's like Nico, Cold sprinkling in, or are we talking like 50-50?
So
what's
it's like
the pitch?
all the time is Nico is calling the full time. Like I give inputs, especially on the cities, on the city side, but on the T side as well. Like when we have we don't know what to do, like I always have like something in my mind, and we try, and that's good. Like it's a good mix.
That's a nice like flexibility. Any questions from our panel, by the way? We have an MVP in our midst.
Well, for you, so obviously you've made a massive shift in your career, right? This is quite the change. In terms of reigniting the Coldzera that we all know and love and remember, do you think that you can bring that back? You can bring that back to full force?
I'm trying to do that. The 3 months I've been on the bench, I was watching a lot of Counter-Strike, especially like watching demos more to improve my game, and especially like try to play more aggressive in some parts of the map. And it's working pretty well. Like I think like my individual parts is getting good, it's getting better. Like I don't know how to say, like I think like I'm getting good like as an individual and as a team as well. Like we committed a lot of mistakes during the boot camp. It was good for us. This make us like fix our mistakes for this tournament. And here we are, like we play really good this tournament.
Yeah.
You try to put a few words on Brokey, right? It's a guy we don't know much about. He's very young, very inexperienced, I'd say, but he seems to be fitting quite well with your team.
So Brokey is a really talented player. He's pretty good. I think for me, he's going to be the next top 20 players.
Okay.
He's pretty good. He has a sick game sense, sick movement as well. And like, he came for us like a gift. Like, we don't need to teach him much. So he just like need more experience. But he's showing a good CS and it's pretty good having him inside the team right now.
That's great news. I think Alex has a present for you.
Yeah,
man.
this, I'm afraid, is all yours. As if you need more things to take away. I'm going to show the camera before I break it.
It's a good gift, birthday, bro.
Yeah, that is all yours, man. Why don't you take it for a spin? That's all. Another one for the mantelpiece. I mean,
first time I got MVP from BLAST. Feels
There you
good.
go.
Feels good. 2 years I didn't have one MVP. I don't leave a trophy. Though feels good as fuck. Thank you.
especially because the last thing you talked about just then, he said, I was watching CS for 3 months. Did that light a fire in your belly, bro? With just, you know, wanting to get back on the mouse and keyboard?
Of course. When you stop playing, like all my life I compete, and when you stop playing for 3 months, it's kind of hard. It's a heartbreaking for me. But after like we closed the deal with MWJH and FaZe, I feels good. They treat me really well inside the team. They were listening to me a lot as well. So I think I brought like good things for them, and I learned a lot with them as well.
It's been a lot of fun, bro. And I'll let you take this whole thing. Otherwise, you're not going to get it through airport security. One final thing, one final word. It's Beijing up next. Yanko said straight back to nose to the grindstone. I assume tonight you let yourself celebrate.
Have a couple drinks.
Have a couple drinks, celebrate together. We're going to travel tomorrow already in the morning at 9 a.m.
Jesus.
So let's see, like Beijing is going to be a stack tournament. It's going to be really good. A lot of teams is going to be playing there. So let's see. I think it's going to be a good tournament. First match against Energy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good match.
Interesting.
It's going to be a good one.
EG, sorry.
EG, well, we all make that mistake. You get that one. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, Cold. We've got to go and do all that boring goodbye stuff. And
Congratulations.
It's been so much fun to see FaZe in their journey. Thanks so much. Coldzera, MVP.